What we have here is we have the inside of the front porch. And yes, it's all down with the exception of a little spot on side towards center. You can see where that's where a swing once was attached. Yes, I have the yellow thing, and I took out some of the floor. So you could see the pylons below. Now you really can't see this one because it's obviously covered by the corner. But if you look at the top here, you'll see concrete to the right, boards to the right, and the pylon in the center. Now the only way to really see it better is for me to lower this down a little low grade, and you can see there what I'm talking about. It is leaning, as well as that one and that one. All three are leaning. And the floor is tongue and groove, obviously. Only a nail here and there holding it together. And you can see where it's rotted there in the center. Although it is fairly solid, believe it or not. Crazy, but yes. Everything currently is over to the side and pitched out. Now I look back and you can see up inside, like I said, there's really almost no structure to this before. I do have a caution tape here. Keep anyone just walking in. And I did trim the trees back a little so nothing's touching the house anymore. Gloria asked me to do hers, I'll do that later. And there's the pile of wood that needs to be chopped down. A lot of it's anywhere from 6 foot on down. Good half pickup truck load. And then in the backyard we cleaned up trees and some other stuff that was growing around the house. It was pretty bad. Almost a full pickup truck load. So that needs to be done, as well as more around the house, which we'll get done later. Oh, we're going to try taking this roof down, and it's really been a pain. These things are stronger than they look. Got to get the tin off first, or at least cut it. Well, let's see what happens. Which way will it fall? I don't know. I hope you can see this well. Michael Jackson-ish. Okay, now I'm ready. Hopefully it goes that way. We'll find out in a second. Alley-oop. No trees holding it. That ain't right. Just ain't right. Just ain't right. Look at the ladder. Look at the ladder over there. As I run. That's the ladder. Okay, take out a 5-foot section. Well, so you know where I'm at, other than my house. We have basically what they call an air roof now. Took it down. I know you didn't see me cutting everything, but I did make lateral cuts across the face there, and then one longitudinal, and then took the roof down in sections, as you saw a minute ago. Most of it's down. And continue on. You're wondering why there's still some left up there. I needed a little bit of a ring cap there when I put some felt on there, 30-pounder on the outside, just in case it rains, which is supposed to rain in a day or two. So I want to make sure that I have some overlap there when I tack it in place. You don't get water behind it running down inside the walls. aside from that, we're going to move on. Oops, sorry about jiggling here. I'm a little war. Got to take a 10-minute break, that's why I stopped for a moment. It's all coming down, every single bit of it, except for the stairs. But the porch itself, the railings, all that's coming down. Railings are being saved. I'm going to salvage those out, in case you're wondering. Behind the siding that's currently there, there's of course the old 1/4-inch lap. Forgot what they call it at the moment. Anyway, house is over 100 years old, so what do you expect? I believe it's cedar. There's no rot on it whatsoever. It's just crazy. But that's the way cedar is. Some of the other stuff I know is some oak, some is cedar. Other parts are probably some sort of pine, but I don't know for sure. Even the boards, sorry about the truck, even the boards that held up the ceiling on the inside were oak 2x4s. A little bit larger than the standard 2x4 today, but everything had nail upon nail upon nail in it. And as you saw me lift earlier, yeah, it was extremely weakened. However, I didn't know which way it would go, and yeah, the ladder was holding it. So when I jerked it out of the way, of course, I was clear. Glasses on and everything. No, I didn't have my hard hat, but I wasn't getting anywhere near it, so there's that. Probably should wear a hard hat. And when I start lifting things, I'll put on my back belt, make sure I don't hurt my back. Anyway, like I said, I'm salvaging the walls, floor is going, everything's going. Luckily there's concrete already underneath the piers, and they've sunk, I would say, maybe 1.5 inches. Either that or the dirt around it, just because of all the leaves. Composting has risen up, which you get the freeze thaw, and you'll get that. So on this side where it has sunk some, it's because the pillars it rested on were rotting away from the bottom up. I don't know what they're cedar. I believe they're oak. But it takes a long time for that to rot the way it did. But once it starts, it just keeps going. Well, guess what we have taken apart now? Yes, a whole lot more stuff. There's what's gone. It's all gone, oh my god. Yeah, that's what happens when you start taking things apart. Finished ripping all the stuff off the top. Now we're left with nothing but a deck. I wouldn't call it a deck. As I said before, I took apart some of the boards before. All tongue and groove, 3/4+ inch thick. And that was why I took it apart, was to see what's going on there. Then I found out more. Much, much more. Funny thing is, yes, the west side, great shape still actually. But you get over to the east side, and it's just nothing but rot and wonder. Wonder being how it stayed together. Because, well, one, there's the other header, or joist support, or whatever you want to call it, because this was all floating, and we know it was so squishy. Used to be some nice detail there. Of course, I ripped all that out to see what was going on, and you got all the bushes. Now I have to deal with, which isn't so horrible. I'll get it. Luckily it's nice weather today and tomorrow supposedly. Plywood's coming back off. There's the deck's coming down. New supports, new everything. Probably gonna go over my $400 budget. Did I say 400? Oh, jeez. Well, hopefully I have enough. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back to work soon. That'd be really, really nice. Anyway, there's that. And then there was no porch.